What's going on, everybody? It's Dot Bets. We are checking back in. We got our, what is this? The American Express Open Pro-Am, whatever the hell they call it, tournament breakdown. It is week 2 of the PGA season with my main man, Teaser Nation. I'm going to change your name by the next stream, I promise. How are we feeling tonight, buddy?
Good. It's not the best course. It's probably my least favorite of the year, the 3-course setup, but going to try to get an outright for all the followers and listeners out there. So hopefully we can get it in a birdie fest this week. So it's kind of just throw in darts at a board this week, to be honest with you. So, but last week, I know we both had a few guys in the running late or going into Sunday. Kind of didn't really do much. I know you had Harry Hall, had him top 20, which was good. But Corey Connors, once again, starting the year off rough for me. Top 20, was in the top 10, coming down the stretch, and finishes top 22. So that's a great start for Corey Connors. Makes me just not want to back him ever again. So
yeah, we really focused on the 3 balls basically Thursday and Friday. No luck there. Obviously, coming off of a long overdue process there with a break. Always tough to nail on that, but those will get sharper with those for sure throughout the year. Did have a couple sweats on a Sunday going into it. Yeah, I had Gerard and Hall in the thick of it, and for whatever reason, Harry Hall just became the worst putter of all time early on in the round. I guess nerves got to him because he was right there. All he had to do was make a couple putts, and then we saw Davis Riley basically shit down his pants, and we kind of knew that was happening. And you called it when we were texting Saturday. You were like, yeah, I mean, the only person I think is Goddard that would do it. And as soon as I saw that, I should have just put a damn a future on him to win it. But ended up trying to sweat out Gerard and Hall, and Gerard got hot at the end. I think he played very, very well. He ended up second overall, 2 behind Goddard, but Goddard on the back 9, or that basically the 7 through 12 hole was just like birdie, 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 birdie. And what's crazy is, like I just said before the stream, like he doesn't even set up well for this course. Like he was a long ball hitter. What is he really, what's his weakness? Is his wedge game. Well, wedge game was supposed to be pretty accurate last week, but what happened? The putter can always save you. So if your putter gets hot, you can be the best golfer in the entire world. Yep. Exactly what happened with Goddard up last week. He wasn't, proximity to the hole, he wasn't that close, but obviously he made a ton of putts. That's why Davis Riley was the 54-hole leader for a while, because he was getting 11 strokes putting.
That always dies down, man. You can always, with him, it's just, you knew he was going to kind of fold. He always does. But yeah, Goddard, man, we got to look out for him this year. Maybe he's the real deal. So
yeah, he came on strong late, and already a win already. So so sweats, nice little sweat, gets the golf edge moving in the right direction. Plenty more action. Make sure you guys check us out on the Sharp Bros Discord. We have a link below. Make sure you guys to get all of our plays. We'll be dropping collab plays throughout the season on our socials, so make sure you guys follow us on there as well. And if you do like this video, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button here on YouTube. We appreciate growing with you guys, and hopefully you guys get something out of the show that we give to you each and every Tuesday evening for anywhere between 20, 30 minutes to, hey, when it's a major, sometimes we're here for an hour. And we just, if you got questions, bounce them off of us. I know it's early on in the season, and maybe there's like 3 or 4 degenerate golf bettors like us, which, usually slowly comes around towards waste management time. And then it gets into the players, then the masters. And then it's like, okay, here we come. Now it's golf season, but golf season for us starts in January. So we, little bit warmer weather for in Hawaii, and I think we're going West Coast now, right?
Yep, California. Yeah.
All right, so take it away. I know you said earlier it was the 3-course setup. It's a pro-am, so you're going to have celebrities. I think it's a 54-hole cut, correct? So just, I guess take it away and make sure we're all on the same page here.
Yeah, 54-hole cut. So you get Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I think usually the cut lines around like 8 or 9 under, which just you never know what's going to happen. You just kind of have to putt well. The Pete Dye course, Nicholas course, and the La Quinta course. I think all three are pretty much the same. They have 4 par 5s and under 7,200 yards, which is pretty short. POA greens, which is a lot. We see a lot in California, and then there's really no rough. It's just a desert golf. So I mean, for them, that's pretty easy for them. That's why they go low. A 3 under round here probably is nowhere near good enough to. I think we saw Seb, what he go 29 under last year to win. So I think the winner is going to be around 30 under again this year. I think the stadium course is probably the most challenging. And they play that for the final round after the cut. This is more of like longer drivers off the tee. There's a lot of unique bunkers, and then you can take a lot of less than driver on a lot of holes. So just the biggest stat I'm looking at is birdies are better. That's only the stat you need to care about here is birdies are better, and hopefully your guys get hot with the putter. That's all you're hoping for at this course or these 3 courses.
Yeah, it's hard to go off of obviously course history. You got 3 different courses, so you can go off of the PGA West is the stadium course, right?
Yeah.
So you could go off PGA West, because they play that. Mm-hmm. They'll play that twice out of the 3 courses. So if they make it to Sunday, so you could maybe go off of that. I haven't looked at weather just yet. I know weather was a big factor last week with the wind, especially first round leaders. If you had first round leaders in the AM for Thursday in Hawaii, you had a big advantage over the PM wave with the high winds, and then you had high winds throughout the weekend. So make sure always when you're betting, making official bets on golf, DFS lineups, you have to look at the weather. It's one of the dumbest things you could do is just to blindly put stuff in without looking at the weather. Some of the highest owned DFS currently, we have our main man Scotty Scheffler back, and if you've watched any of our content over the years, we are #fade Scotty Scheffler, and probably burned us more than it should have, because I mean we just are not going to take somebody to win a tournament that's plus 400 or plus 600 or plus 200 or plus, like today, plus 300 or whatever, plus 290 with Scotty. So like all the value's out, but obviously he's the best golfer in the world, no doubt about it. So he is definitely going to be the most highly owned. He's coming in around 40%. Ben Griffin, who we shit talked last week, he continues to play well. So he's up there with about 20% ownership, just about half of Scotty, Siwoo Kim, Bobby Mack, Aberg, or is it? Yeah, it's Oberg, Ludwig Oberg, Fitzpatrick, Sammy Burns, Thorben Jorgensen, and Noren, and then Henley as well. So I think this is actually pretty good. Just, not size tournament, but I think the quality, it's a little bit more top heavy than, but I still think there's some pretty good talent overall in this tournament. So especially with Scotty playing, it's always going to draw. And so any of those stand out right away. I know that they're the highest owned, but one thing that we were talking about last week, we were like, man, which chalk is just going to just bite us? And Nico was the king. Yeah. What do they call it? Like just a horrific chalk of Nico. Anybody of those stand out to you this week?
Yeah. So what's Siwoo overall? Or is he's not too much chalk, is he?
Well, he's about close in about 16%, 16 to 18%. Yeah.
So I mean, I would advise that is one guy I did want to start my card with, but my thoughts on this tournament is I wouldn't probably mess with anyone under at least 30 to 1. There's just no point in taking a favorite in these type of events. Like if Scheffler, I don't know, Griffin wins, like congrats, it's 20 to 1, but the likelihood of that is, I mean, it's harder on a birdie fest like this where a higher guy can just go off at any moment, like we saw Sepp last year. But I personally like out of that group, I probably would fade Aber, Cantley, Henley, all those guys. I don't, like I said, I probably would start with Siwoo with my card, and that's at the best number out there is on FanDuel right now at 30-1. That's probably where I would start. I think last week, he's an excellent fit here. He's like top 5 course history. Last week he lapped the field in strokes gained tee to green, but the one thing that always holds him back is the putter, which he did lose a stroke around last week. But I mean, the good news here is he's gained the last 2 years. He's a good putter on POA. So that's the only surface where he's above average, like on the field and strokes game putting. So I like him here. I mean, a guy coming in who's ball striking well, if he can get a hot putter throughout the whole weekend, I mean, I think we can see him up there and he can make a lot of them. So
yeah, I'm good with that. I was on Thorby late last year, so I'm kind of trying to pick my spots with him. So he kind of stands out currently. If you guys have just tuned into our content, we are pretty big on going back to back with the guys, especially if they failed us. But I still think Harry Hall. Yeah, I know he had a bad Sunday.
Yeah.
I still think he's in line here because he can especially if it's just all he has to do is just turn his putter back on. I mean, he's not going to lose his putter. I think it was all nerves, and his ball striking was, besides hitting a tree to absolutely nuke his chances on Sunday, he was pretty damn good throughout the entire course. And then the cover boy, I like Sam Burns this week too. He's one of those guys that will literally burn you the first 5 holes. You'll go 5 over and you're like, why the hell did I pick Sam Burns? Yeah. And then all of a sudden he ends up even. And then the next day he makes the cut. And then boom, he's right on the prowl for top 20 and somehow, some way chases up the leaderboard. So if you take with Sam Burns, take some medicine with you, and you're going to have some heartburn throughout the entire weekend because it's a roller coaster. But I do like Burnsy. Cantlay, slow turtle Cantlay, 30-1 does not feel awful to me. But again, it's Cantlay. I don't know if he's actually going to end up winning. Anybody else in the lower tier show off to you at all?
I do agree with Burns because he can putt. Like we've seen him here get a top 3, I think top 5. So if his putter gets hot, I definitely would look out for him. Obviously, honestly, that's it for the lower tier. I have one guy that's kind of middle tier. You can get him at 70 on FanDuel and 75-1 on Caesars, and that's JT Poston. I'm always gonna. This is a guy where he can't win at a lot of courses and compete at a lot of courses, and we're not going to ever take him at certain places. But this isn't one of them. Where this is a course where he ranks 6th total with easy and scoring conditions. It gets even better with courses considered very short. He loves POA greens. I think he's top 3 in that. So yeah, I mean, I think he's finished 26th, 6th, 11th, and 12th here the past 4 years. So, he's going to make the cut. He's going to make a lot of birdies. I might even fire a first-round leader on him. So he's just a guy who, I mean, when it gets short and easy conditions, he's going to be up there. That's one we know with Poston. So
got Gerard down there as well on him again. Elite ball striking. Keith Mitchell, Batia, Willie Z. I probably won't go to Willie Z too much, but it's just a name that pops up down here. You got Smalley. Alex Smalley played pretty well last week as well. Max Homa. I know it's the West Coast. You can always, I think you can always click on his name for sure.
I want to see him play well this week so we can take him at Torrey next week. That's what I would love to see.
I would hate that. I hope he plays bad this week.
True,
I mean, unless you're playing him this week. So that at plus 10,000, I mean, it's worth a $10 bet, I think, just to throw it on there. But I'm trying to think of Berger's not bad at 60-1, coming off of a pretty good Sunday, using that as momentum.
Yep.
One guy we did not mention above was Russell Henley, because he was absolute chalk last week, and he ended up making the cut. And when you make the cut in at Sony Open, you always have a chance. as Hideki showed us that. So he actually, Henley got up there. I think he ended up getting top 20 or right above it or right there. So him coming back down to 25-1 is a little bit more respectable, but I think he was like low teens last week.
11.
He was the favorite last week. So now he's middle of the pack. I still think it's a little bit too juiced for Henley, but he's one guy. I think if you're playing DFS, very, very, I think he's like 10%. So it's one of those probably a sour taste in everybody's mouth from taking him last week. So people are going to be not able to click him this week. That's where we go back to him in DFS, especially if you're getting lower salary plus lower ownership with a guy who's already played this year. So I think it's a no-brainer for Russell Henley in DFS lineups for sure. And then did you mention Kitayama yet at all?
No, that was a guy on my radar too.
Yeah, that's another one who's popping for me. He's around 10% as well. If you're playing DFS, I think Henley and Kitayama would be great pivots to some of the chalk around them as well. So go ahead and put those two in there. I think Henley and Kitayama I know we mentioned Kitayama last week. Didn't make my card officially. Could be something that ends up this week. But I didn't like how he played, but always factor in someone that has played the week before, in my opinion, to someone who hasn't, maybe sometimes when you're putting your DFS lineups in. Anybody else that you're thinking about there? I know we're probably not going to do placements this round, but we might be able to look at I don't know if are they going to have matchups up?
I think they do, so we can take a look at one for the stream. But anyone watching, I don't think it's worth placements with this one, man. It just it's 8 undercut. I don't think it's worth it. But I personally like this long shot. One of my favorites this week at Max Gracerman. You can get him at 100-1 on a lot of books right now. I think he's been pretty inconsistent with the ball striking, but once again, we've seen him contend at Birdie Fest, at the Rocket Mortgage, where you have to go 20, 24 under. So when you filter it by easy scoring conditions, he's ranked top 5. So and 5th in birdie or better rate. So he's one of those guys where he's kind of coming onto the scene as of the last few years, but we kind of see where he likes to contend is the Birdie Fest and make a lot of putts. So that's a guy. I think 101 is kind of crazy on him. I think he should be around the 70 to 60 range. So I think there's some value with him on the board. So
I'm trying to look up one guy Rico Hui. He screwed us over last week, but there's one. God dang it, where's he at?
He's tough to take, man.
Where is Kevin Roy in this one?
I don't think he is this week. He is actually. He's at where's he?
So tell me what his outright is.
150-1.
What?
And then Caesars is 175. Yeah.
So that one doesn't make any sense. I thought he played really well. When I was watching, there was times where I was like, he's going to win the tournament. So I almost clicked him to like a live outright.
Yeah, honestly, I thought he was gonna contend a little more too. Yeah, I thought he could.
I don't think I guess he might have overachieved, but man, I really didn't think so.
I don't know. He's an interesting one.
He still ranks pretty well, and he's a fantastic high risk play in DFS at 2%.
Sure.
And he's 7,100. So it's not like it's a somewhat of a discount. You're not getting the 6,000s, but I think, especially a guy who just played coming off, I think he got a top 10 or top 5. So Kevin Roy is definitely in the play for me. Even if it's just sprinkling $5 on the dang outright at 150-1. So don't mind that one. Any other ones that you thought about?
I think that's mainly it for me. I was going to try to keep it short, but yeah, I like Roy at 150. I mean, that's worth $5. Just a couple other guys. I mean, this would be also honestly even more risky than Kevin Roy, but we've seen him play well here. Nick Dunlap. For some reason, I mean, it kind of does make sense because the guy just absolutely sprays the ball all over the place off the tee. And around here, you don't really get in trouble that much since it's more of a desert resort course type vibe. So, I mean, that's probably why he's played here the past good the past few years. He's 125 to 1. Could be worth a sprinkle there. If we're getting into, I guess, the middle range again, you might see a little bit of Minwoo Lee this week. I don't know how you feel about him, but kind of fits the course a little bit, just like Thorpe and Kitayama. So those are 3 guys in that middle range you could even start your card with.
Another guy that will burn your card faster than Sam Burns, I swear. Everyone thinks it's so sexy. It's like Minwoo Lee. It's a great name to click on to feel like you're sharp, and it just burns all the time. And then there's some times where he's like, wow, he's pretty damn good. But the majority of the time it is never, ever fun to click his name because he just hurts you, just completely hurts you.
Yeah, he's actually interesting because I just looked at he's 59th in a model, but I might have talked myself into it because birdie or better, he's top 10. Birdies or better percentage, top 15, strokes gained total, easy scoring, top 15. So, I mean, I think that's another guy who likes easy conditions too. So, just kind of bombs away for him. That's usually what he likes.
Yeah. Are there any matchups up there?
Yeah, I'm going to check DraftKings now, actually.
I don't know how the heck there would be matchups up, but hopefully there's 3 balls because I want to degenerate or to be a degenerate.
Would be not now, but matchups, tournament. They do not have tournament matchups. They have 2 balls up. Let me see if FanDuel has them. Yeah, tournament matchups. I don't know if they'll have yet for this.
For those just tuning in, with the pro-am, it's a little bit different format, and it's a 54-hole cut, so you got plenty of with celebrities playing with these guys as well. So it's a little bit different dynamic, 3 different courses. So this tournament's kind of a little bit of a crapshoot at times. But then you come to Wednesday and you're playing the PGA West Stadium course again, so it kind of evens itself out towards the end with just the PGA Tour players playing on Sunday.
FanDuel has them up, tournament matchups, by the way.
All right.
I know mine already. I'm firing it. We didn't talk about this guy that I'm fading, and I kind of want to get your opinion on it, but I'll say the one I think I'm going to play, and that's it just sticks out right away, and that's Poston over Wyndham Clark at -115.
Wyndham, the guy who's complaining about Brooksy.
Yep.
Huh.
It's just like I don't know where his game's at right now, but I think it's a good fade. He's obviously a mental head case. We know that. I don't think he plays here that much. I think Poston, I prefer course history, a guy who,
favorite at -120. There you go.
Yeah.
Good old Scamdel. Good old Scamdel.
Yep.
All right. Who should I take?
And then you won yours last week, right? I got Hall over McNeely, so I got 1-0 for now.
I got to rewatch what the heck that. Do you remember what it was? I can't remember what the heck mine was.
Or Morikawa.
Oh, so he's
probably not. Yeah.
That guy sucks. I'm so tired of. I knew as soon as I put him on the card, I was like, let's be early to him, and then I was like, oh, we're gonna be early to an early cut of the season. I mean, he played horrific he couldn't putt worth a damn. Nope. It was sad. Oh, let's do this. Oh, damn, that's pretty. I was just clicked on Thorby over Ricky Fowler, and that's -140, so that's not going to happen. But I do like that.
That's a great one, yeah.
Oh, Burnsy over Ben Griffin. Wow.
That's a good one too.
if I stay on my train of completely fading Ben Griffin, I'm hoping for the demise. Plus 110 for Sammy. But like I said before, I mean, he could just go crashing down.
Right.
But I really, really love the way he plays golf and his putter.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Do I go back to the well? No. Okay. Let's do it. Let's go Burnsy over Griffin. Let's have some balls here.
Yeah. I honestly like that one this week. I know you say I know Burns can crash and die, but I don't think he will. I think the course is too easy.
I got to go with the cover boy. I didn't go with the cover boy last week with Hideki, and it worked out. But I think I'm going to go back to the train. And it's not always the case that I put the cover boy on somebody that I've taken in a matchup or an outright. But hey, sometimes it's a little Easter egg that I put together. All right. If we got any other questions, anything that pops up between now and tee times on Thursday, make sure you guys hit us up. We are always available 24/7, basically, in the Sharp Bros Discord below. If you guys are already in there, appreciate you guys. If not, use the link below and enjoy it. I mean, we have a great community, tons and tons of action. We got several cappers in there.
I just joined as well, so yeah, join up.
Yeah, doing all different types of sports. We got all of them going right now, and we're the PGA crew. So join us if you enjoy sweating out outrights, matchups, three balls, all types of stuff. So, all right, we'll deep dive even further with more exclusive breakdowns and better courses and tournaments. But on this one, it was kind of, you got 3 different courses with celebrities involved. It's a little bit of a crapshoot. So This one, scale back the bankroll. Don't go too crazy with it. This one is a more of a have fun with it than dive in and expect to get a huge return. So this one we'll play for fun, and then we will dive in towards the middle of the season. So, all right, back next week, same time, same place here. Make sure if you have not, hit that subscribe button. Make sure, or you do, because then make sure that you know when we go live each and every night on Tuesdays.
Yeah. Then Torrey Pines next week. Last year we hit a Harry English 90-1. So don't want to miss that again this year. Yeah. So we usually do well at Torrey, so that'll be a good one.
And I've personally played that course, so I know it super well.
Yep.
I know exactly what not to do. So all right. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys want to talk to us more, hit the link below for the Discord. Appreciate you guys tuning in. See you guys next week.